Good Monday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 from Capitan, New Mexico on a cool morning. My temperature gauge back there shows 37. Let's see what Google says. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
The current temperature in Capitan is 46.
Don't ask me. And they also, well, never mind. Doesn't matter what they do. But anyway, I'm still alive in my 2019 Casita, 17 foot long, 84 square feet of living space inside, long time RVer, long time. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and it's a Monday. Think about that. The day after yesterday, the day before tomorrow, and, it's now, so let's enjoy now. But anyway, make it a good one. So hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
In Bangor it's currently 41. Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's 33.
With a high of 49. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
The temperature in Butte right now is 27.
With a high of 58. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
In Fairbanks it's currently 37.
With a high of 43. That's the same temperature it is here. I could be in Fairbanks and be just as comfortable. Anyway, actually, the cold weather in the mornings, as long as it doesn't get below freezing, I sleep like a baby. I get up under all that cover and comforter, and I don't even turn the heat on until I get up in the morning. But I do turn the heat on when it gets down to 20. You can bet on that. But anyway, what else can I tell you? Let me introduce my buddies back here. Trenton Clump, a grinning it, a teddy bear with my name on it, Olive Oil and Popeye, Popeye and Olive Oil from the old Popeye cartoons, Betty Boop, Mr. Bill from the 1970s, Betty Boop 1930s. That sticker back there with a jalapeno on it says Native Texan, and that is a postcard with my face stuck on a rabbit. That is $1 million bill, a 1,000 yen note, a €5 note, a $2 bill, a Frugal RV Gal sticker, a Deborah Dickinson sticker. They both have YouTube channels. Check them out. And also Dennis 78382 lives in a pickup truck with a camper top in the Corpus Christi, Texas area and drives for Uber. So if you're in the area and you want to Uber or Lyft, give him a call. I don't know how you get him, but just do it. Anyway, what else? That's Mr. Bojangles. You pull that little string, he'll dance. Got some new bananas. And that tinfoil on top, supposedly, helps keep them fresher longer. And then over here, let me turn the camera a little bit. There we go. There's actually 2 bras over there from Olive Oil. One's black and one's white. Anyway, it goes with different outfits. Anyway, this is a smiling face with nose, ear, and hair I put on it. And then that is what? A sticker that says, life is better in a casita. But anyway, hey Google, tell us a chicken joke.
My apologies, I don't understand.
You don't understand. Hey Google, tell us a chicken joke.
I don't understand.
She doesn't understand. Hey Google, tell us a joke.
What do you get when you put a vest on an alligator, an investigator?
Did she say that fast enough for you? What do you get when you put a vest on an alligator? An investigator. But anyway, here's some comments here. We got about 250 comments yesterday, so we'll get to a few of them. If I'm not getting to your comment and you want to contact me, just send me an email to rusty78609 at yahoo.com. Yeah, we'll get it. Because sometimes I don't get to all. I try, but man, they're stacked up some days. Anyway, Robert Kinney, and this is about a place to live year-round. Another YouTuber, Little House Off Grid, came off the road a few months ago and is doing what you are considering. Of course, he is about 25 years younger than you and I. You might want to see if there is some rancher willing to lease a small piece of land for about $50 a month. That would be a dream, but if you had a place on a ranch, you wouldn't have any utilities, and I'm not into boondocking. But anyway, nice thought for some people. Comment, call Alice Smith. For your information, Rusty, Google is giving you the temperature at Fort Stanton Airport. It's used for Capitan weather. That is why there's such a difference. Google likes to use the closest airport stats. Don't ask me why. Well, I'm not, because they don't know either, probably. But probably because there is a weather station at or near every airport. Rather be fishing? You need to keep your place in Marble Falls so your son and grandson can help you in case of an emergency when you get into your 90s. Thank you for the thought. Same person. You seem more like a cat person. Dogs are like having a 2-year-old. Yeah, we're probably not going to get anything. But anyway, this is Will Hunt on about looking for a place. First time going wrong way. LOL, story of my life. Yeah, I got into Ruidoso, and you come in on 48 and it goes through town, and then you hit 70. And I thought you just followed it straight on around. Well, you can if you want to go to Roswell. Totally opposite direction. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, Rich L says, what about Arizona? That's Tombstone, Arizona is not bad. It's a small town, and I checked out some places there. And in fact, there's a realtor going to send me some information. But the reality of it all is, I'm getting lazier too. I really don't want to do this. You know what I mean? So I'll continue to do what I'm doing, because when the temperature gets up here in the next few days, this will be heaven. It's good now. It's good to work outside during the day because it's like working in air conditioning. William R. Kirkland about a place that says, a few videos ago you used a magic word and business expense opportunity mileage. I now assume that the many mobile RV travel videos presented on YouTube qualify for this type of IRS reporting, right? I bet you have thought, well, I take the mileage allowance. It's 56 cents a mile, and that's a pretty big deduction for me. Thank you, William. Rich L, I like your new idea for future a poodle, very smart. Yeah, poodles are smart. That little poodle I had I gotten an older dog, I'd probably still have it. Because they have very little odor, they don't shed, they're very sharp dogs, they learn, they've got a lot of pluses. But I started with a puppy, and that was a mistake. Chasing simplicity, thanks for sharing your thoughts. I always appreciate the fact that you are always trying to polish the diamond. Oh, I never stop. I mean, I've been doing this for many years, about to wear myself out. Traveling with Rick. Which of your home bases do you like better? Why? Then get a place close to there. Well, the place in Kingsland, of the two, I like this one the best, no doubt. Because it's just a better all-around setup. It's more convenient to the little community. No, it's just a better climate for me, except for in the winter. And then you say get a place close to this. Well, that's a good thought. When I came back through Tularosa, I looked at two places, and the downside is I found a place that was 1 acre, $6,000, not another 2 acre and a half for $11,000, but there's no water or anything. You got to drill a water well. A water well out here can cost anywhere from, I imagine, $8,000 to $12,000. So that's a pretty good kick in the pants. So anyway, we'll see. I'm just burnt. It just gives me something to do, guys. I make up things to do. I don't know why. When I got back from going to Alamogordo yesterday, where gasoline was $1.49, and oil prices dropped down to $11 a barrel today, a 31% drop in one day. Whoa! I mean, that'll put gasoline prices under $1 even here. That's amazing, man. This thing is really weird. But having said that, when I was coming back, I checked on those spots. But when I got back home, I don't know. I checked the comments, and then I took a short nap, about 15 minutes, and then I got up and I thought, I'm going to go fool with those blocks. So anyway, I did a Beer 30 video at about 5 o'clock, and kind of showing you what I did. I'll post that today. I was going to post it yesterday, but I've run out of things to do. I hate to but anyway, but I'll post that beer 30 deal today. I'm not waxing philosophical so much as I'm just showing you kind of what's gotten done. But anyway, Calvin, retired geezer firefighter. Rusty, I rented in Fort Davis and owned a house fixer-upper in Alpine. Absolutely love them both, but you're right, real estate out there is out of sight. Marfa, way worse. How about Silver City, elevation 5,400 feet? Good luck with your radar. You'll find something. Take your time, amigo. Yeah, there's several places here in New Mexico, and I've looked at them. Mayhill is one. There's another place I looked at near Truth or Consequences. Actually, I thought I had a deal on that one. But this is a good spot. So anyway, thank you, Calvin. And this is Chet Jorgensen. How about living in Fox Caves? I don't know where Fox Caves is. I'll have to check on that. Calvin again, Rusty, me again. Hey, check out Davis Mountain Resort out of Fort Davis. I know where it is. I've been there. It's about 20 miles into the mountains from Fort Davis. Yeah, it says there are some good prices there due to it being a bit remote. I've been there several times and looked at property. And I stayed. They have a little RV park there, believe it or not. You have to find it. But I stayed there a couple of nights and looked at the property out there. The downside is the roads suck. Okay, to get to some of the property, you really need a four-wheel drive. Another downside, there is zero, as in Z-E-R-O, cell phone signal in that area. You can't get anything, nothing. You may have electric. If you don't, it's going to cost you a fortune to get it to your property. As far as water, you're going to have to haul it. But anyway, that's why I didn't do the Davis Mountain Resort. Anyway, Lone Star Travelers, we love the area of Marfa, Fort Davis, and the McDonald Observatory. I planned the whole week trip with our friends, Louise, Dan. She told me it was the best vacation she ever had. I booked us into the famous Paisano Hotel in Marfa, in the Fort Davis ice cream parlor and hotel. Louise counted the stairs, 26 of them. We had a blast. There's some nice places to travel and vacation out there for sure, but finding a place to live, as in, with some utilities, is very difficult. At my budget. Gerald McCarty. Rusty, Alpine is a really nice place. Another location is Fort Davis. Don't know if the real estate is priced any better. No, around Fort Davis is actually higher. Anyway, thank you, though. Kathy Fan, I think they are scratch resistant. Well, that's what I had. Mine resisted the scratches until they didn't. Okay, now my lens was scratched. But anyway, it was like $40 for one lens, which is not bad. Kathy Fan, I do that sometimes. I think it's common. Yeah, I hear you. Take a wrong turn. Beth N, what about Sedona, Arizona, or Taos, New Mexico? Well, the only problem with Taos, New Mexico is it's too cold in winter, too. It's colder than here. As far as Sedona, I don't know. Would you consider any high desert in Utah, St. George, etc.? Well, of course, but the high desert in Utah is cold. Okay, I'm telling you. And this is cold enough. So we'll see. It'll work out. What I'll end up doing is I'll just continue what I'm doing now. I'll go back and forth from here to Texas. And at some point along the way, I'll go around. I'll run across something. You wait and see. I will. I found a place coming out of Tularosa. I called them, but they haven't called me back. A guy has a mobile home up on a mountaintop off of Highway 70. Beautiful view. I drove up there. And it doesn't have a price. It's 2 acres. Got a water well. The only downside of it, and I thought about it, was this. I looked at it. It looked okay. Beautiful views. No question about it. Just what I was looking for there. Mobile home, not a problem. And but I was thinking to myself when I was looking around there, okay, Rusty, let's just imagine that the wind is blowing 30 miles an hour out of the north. It's snowing, and you're sitting here by yourself looking out the window with ice on it. You going to like it here? Answer, probably not. Because the wind gets out there pretty good. I could tell by some of the tin that was bent from the wind that they get some pretty good gusts. Beth N, I already answered that one. Kathy Fan, you might enjoy some shopping available, so you don't drive far for everything. No, I do. That's true. And the thing about Tularosa, New Mexico, it's only 12 or 14 miles to Alamogordo, which is great. But finding something's a question. Kathy Fan, yes, most of us don't like the cold. Well, the older I get, it seems like the less tolerant I am of cold. Old Pete, have you read any of Robert Caro's books on LBJ growing up in Texas in the hill country? Apparently pretty close to Marble Falls. Yeah, it is really close to Marble Falls. Johnson City is about, I don't know, 25 miles from Marble Falls maybe. Lone Star Travelers. I haven't read any of this Robert Carroll's books in answer to your question, old Pete. Lone Star Travelers. Yep, we did the Fort Davis and the Army Fort. History was interesting. I really like McDonald Observatory. Got to look through the big telescope. So cool. Yeah, that's pretty up there, no doubt. Steve Combs, you might check out La Luz, just outside of Alamogordo. Yeah, that's on the way to Tularosa, I think. I may check that out. I might. Thank you, Steve. Mark Bahick. Yeah, how about Silver City or Santa Clara, New Mexico? It's a tad higher up than you'd like, but you'd have a Walmart in Silver City, some fast foods, nice downtown in Silver City. Not so much in Santa Clara, but both appear relatively safe compared to most New Mexico. Bayard, New Mexico, a bit farther from Silver City, might work. Grocery store, says Blake's Lottaburger. Anyway, it's 6,000 feet. But anyway, no, we'll see, man. I thank you for all your input, and I'll look back over these and check out some of these places, because whenever this thing opens up, and everything's opening up quickly now, then I might do a little traveling around if I get the urge. It depends. We'll see. Oh, we'll see. Juana Hernandez, thank you. You're welcome. Steve Combs, Tularosa might be an option. You could trike to the post office, etc. Yeah, if you can find a place in the downtown area, or near downtown. And I drove around there just briefly. I didn't see any signs, and I didn't see anything I might be interested in. But you'd have to stay there in that area about 3 or 4 days to really check it out. But no, Tularosa looks okay to me. In fact, I stopped at the Lowe's grocery store there on the way back, and it's okay. They don't have a deli. They do have baked chickens and stuff daily, I think. And it's a pretty good little grocery store. Prices are a little high, but that's typical. Steve Combs, already read that. Yeah, it says Tularosa might be an option. You could trike to the post office, etc., if you can find a place in the downtown area. Beth Ann Smith says, yay, Rusty, your plans sound very nice. Well, I always have plans. At halftime, they don't work out. Anyway, we'll do about 3 or 4 more, and then we'll shut her down. Steve Allen, I hear you. I am 75, retired. I get my Social Security and retirement income. I worked 24 years for the state as a PC tech. Anyway, says living as cheap as possible. Save your money. I retired from the state at 60. I own a house trailer on 2 acres in Maine. Taxes less than $400 a year. Well, good for you, Steve Allen. You were on TV for a while. Anyway, Big G. A real estate salesperson will tell you if you can find a spot with 80% of priorities, buy it. Some point, your kids or a funeral home are going to have to haul off your old dollars back to Texas. A good compromise would be Alpine, my first choice. But my wife said too far from the kids, so I choose Fredericksburg. No, Fredericksburg's another good location. I wouldn't mind living in Fredericksburg, Texas, at all. But I have been there many times looking around, and I haven't found a single thing within my budget. They do have occasionally a mobile home and a mobile home park that'll sell for $35,000. You can buy that, but then you've got to pay the park rent of $400 a month. So and then that's going to go up every year. But anyway, Lone Star Travelers, thanks, Rusty. Cool beans, light and easy. You got it. Anyway, guys, I'll end the video now. Well, let me do Curtis Stewart. Curtis Stewart says the Tularosa and Alamogordo area would be hard to beat. Another is the Carlsbad to Roswell area. The Silver City area has nice views, and property values do not seem to be out of line, but it does get cold there. It does not last long, but still it's cold. Socorro and the Rio Grande communities along I-25 are nice, but are very cliquish. Nothing along I-10 and north of I-40. Mountain Air. I've been to Mountain Air. Estancia, Moriarty, he's got a whole bunch of them here. Anyway, thank you very much, Curtis. I'll get back and check some of these out. Anyway, what else can I tell you? It's a cold morning here, cool to me, and I'll do a video, post that video about the beer 30 and kind of what's been going on around here. I got several things done. I got several things done after I got back from Alamogordo yesterday, believe it or not. Anyway, I'll show you what happened to all the blocks. But anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Doesn't cost you a penny. And for those of you that are interested, there's a link to PayPal me. Some of you wanted that. You got it. Anyway, what else? Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. Won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And the only way to really lose weight is eat less. This shirt says pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. What that means is don't get too greedy. But anyway, also take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply through your mouth or your nose. Take a good deep breath. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. I had to turn my heater on. It's getting cool and it's 62. Anyway, yeah, it lowers your blood pressure, and that's very good for you. What else? Stretch, 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 swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every day. Why? Because it's good for you. You'll feel better, and you may live longer, healthier because of it. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming your thoughts. So add good ingredients, like baking a cake. You start with good ingredients. So accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. You'll never regret that. And look forward to living, guys. Look forward to living. All this stuff that we've been through the past couple of months, starting to wind down now. And and this too shall pass. The good times are coming. So adios amigos. Till next time. Carry on.